Shalom, shalom. Coming to you in the name of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, taught me this truth. And salutations unto the Arkim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity, man. And I just want to speak about, a few things, man. So just a quick impromptu, just want to, mention a few things, man. And pretty much we've got to be used to, and if you're not already, get used to being by yourself, man, being alone, okay? You know, because the time is coming where we're not always going to be around brothers, man. You got to get used to being alone, man. Spare me 1 second. Right? Because although we're together, we see each other at the camp or brothers link up and things of that nature, right? This is an individual walk, man. Where it concerns salvation, all right? We're there for each other. We help each other. We exhort one another, the brotherhood, which is important. Okay, Yahweh Shai even mentioned the brotherhood, man. All right? That was the Lord's, one of his final commands, man. The love of the brotherhood. And the fundamental part of loving the brotherhood is teaching. Hence why he stressed it to Peter, man. If you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my lambs. If you love me, feed my sheep. Okay? So a fundamental part of loving the brotherhood is teaching the truth, man. But then there's also conduct amongst the brethren. That was one of the Lord's final commands, man. That by this the world may know that you are my disciples, that you love one another. So brotherhood is big. Brotherhood is heavy. When we do lessons like this, we're not saying, every man for himself. We're not coming in that Cain spirit, of am I my brother's keeper? No, fuck that, man. All right. But what we are saying, where it concerns salvation, although being together, we're very much alone, man. Okay. And I can't make it off another man's works, another man can't make it off mine. It's all down to what, really is predestined for you, but, what you do, man. Okay, now I want to bring out this first precept, man. Philippians 2:12. And it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. So, you've got to believe because you believe, man. Alright? You had guys that came in this thing with brothers, we actually knew a couple of those guys, man. And then, took like 2 years off, then want to come back on the scene the other day. And it's like, well, what the fuck was that about then? Because the scriptures say that no man putting his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Roughly paraphrasing, man. If you're on it, then I'm on it. We had another guy, he's just a complete bug out. He brought his friend in the truth. Whenever the guy would get weak, the friend wouldn't come around no more. Then when the guy was in again, the friend would be around, and it's like, well, what the fuck, man? That's not serious, man. And those guys turn out to be, that particular one I'm talking about, turn out to be a damn nigga anyway. Because I don't want to get into it, but obviously, certain situations amongst the brotherhood, violating brothers' homes and things like that, just not being grateful, turn out to be a nigga anyway. But that's it, man. It's not even fucking surprising. Why? Because they're not showing the qualities of believing for themselves. They think it's a gang, they think it's a clique, they think it's the in thing, man. Like I got, my particular part of London, man, is like, all around England, to be fair, you know, but I can only speak from where I'm from, you know, like 10 years ago, even to this day, like Islam was the new flex, man. You know, like Islam was the flex. You know, everyone's turning Muslim, man. You know, now I'm not coming to church on Sunday, fam. You know, man converted. Man's a Muslim now. You know, man converted. I'm a Muslim now. You know, Allahu Akbar. I'm a Muslim now, and all that shit. You know, Islam was like the newest flex, man. Okay, Alhamdulillah. You know, you got fucking niggas, you know, with fucking, you know, shanks in their pouch or tucked down their trousers, man. You know, smoking weed and drinking yak. It ain't nothing wrong with drinking, but they drink them bullshit drinks, man. But they're smoking weed, you know, with you know, things on them, ready for war. You know, street war as it were, talking about I'm going to the masjid, you know. So Islam was pretty much a fucking Islam was pretty much a like a little fad, man, and still is to this day. But then now you got a lot of guys jumping on the Israelite thing, man, like it's some fad, man. You know, I know a lot of them guys, man. All right, I know a lot of them guys that yeah, we're the Israelites, you know. But when I was fucking 14 years old, all right, these same niggas were trying to take the piss, man. You know, yeah, you're bugged. You know, they didn't say bugged out. That's something we kind of say, but they were like, yeah, you're mad, fam. You know, these fucking London simulation niggas, man. You know, you're mad, fam. What you talking about, Israelite, fam? You're fucking Caribbean, bruv. What are you talking about? You know, I was 14 getting chiefed up by my so-called peers from school in the neighborhood, all right? Because, you know, and you know when you're actually young and spiritually young, you want to go and tell everyone, you know. But they chief me up for that. Now, all of a sudden, all these years later, it's, yeah, the Israelites, yeah. Where, you know, some of these guys be wearing fringes, you know, and I see these guys in the ends, man. And it's like, well, you fucking hypocrite, man. You know, but they're on it, like they're on it because everyone else is on it. It's widespread now, man. You know, but if this, but that's the thing, they're on it for the gimmick, man. To wear the fringes and hold some stick they picked up in a bush and call it their staff, and you know, go to the Israelite congregation and beat the drum. You know, they got one of them down the road and all that type of shit. But if it's to do with the truth, man, the 100% truth, they're not on it, man. They're not on it, you know. So fuck them guys, man. Little assholes, man. You know, but the point is that a lot of people follow on because it's what's going on right now. You know, let's say, I don't know, Hinduism was the next flex, man. You're gonna have a lot of these guys saying they're Hindus, man. You know, all praise to Wahir Guru, whoever the fuck they call their god, man. You know, Jake will be on anything. Once it's the in thing, once it makes them look cool, you know, once it gets them girlies, you know, and they feel validated because their boys are on it. Jake will do anything, man. I kid you not, man. Let Hinduism be the next flex, man. You see guys, you know, going to the temple and you know, and a lot of them guys are Jake. A lot of them Hindus are Jake anyway, man. You know, but that's a whole something else for something else, man. So let me read that again. This is Philippines 2 and 12, right? Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. And the time's coming, that's talking about like leadership, man. You know, like certain apostles around, certain elders around, certain heads around, you know, you're gonna, of course, behave yourself accordingly. Not that you would disbehave or whatever the word is, not that you would, you know, act out of character when they're not around, man. You can't use that as liberty to just do what the fuck you want to do, but when they're around, you know, the presence of needing to come correct and behave yourself is there much more. See, I'm getting calls, man. You can't be calling me, bro, every fucking time, man. And that's another thing I was gonna touch on as well. These fucking women, man. Like, they always want to call you when you're at camp, when you're doing a lesson, you know. That's not even on, bro. Don't even, I'm not accepting that, bro. Don't even try to call me right now, man. And you have that Valentine's Day bullshit yesterday, you know. And it's the spirit, because that's been coming out lately, man. You know, guys trying to submit that bullshit that you can have sex on the Sabbath. You can't have sex on the Sabbath, man. You know, and Lord, and we don't even partake in these fucking unholy days, man. We don't partake in Easter. We don't partake in Christmas, right? We don't partake in Valentine's Day. All right, that's not a stipulated high holy day in the scriptures, man. So that's a pagan thing. We don't keep that, man. You know, all right. And the spirit had it where it fell on because you know Valentine's Day is like, yeah, it's daytime, you know, but in nighttime where it will go down. You know, people may be at work, but then at nighttime you link up with your partner, and the whole thing is flowers and roses and presents. It's all for the woman anyway. Flowers, roses, presents, and then sex, man. You know, but the Lord had it. Obviously, the Sabbath comes in on the evening, so the Lord had it where the Valentine's fell on the Sabbath, man. So you know all these guys that trying to submit the fact that, well, not the fact, but trying to submit the bullshit that you can have sex on the Sabbath. You know that their women was expecting Valentine's Day celebrations. All them get so-called guys that be in the, you know, call themselves in the truth. You know they were having sex on a Monday night, which was the Sabbath, man. We were in the Sabbath, you know. So yeah, man. You know, niggas, man. Okay, right. As for me, bitch, you can stay over there, you know, in your house, man. You know, okay, and I'll stay over here in mine. All right, I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. See you another day, man. You know, but I'm not really into, you know. Yeah, man. In fact, brothers, just bear with me 1 second. But so let me read this again, man, because this is I didn't even finish it the second time, and it says, "But now much more in my presence, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man." So that's the point, brothers. Get used to being alone, man, because I don't really have dreams like that, you know. I mean, I dream, you know. You have some the scriptures speak about, you know, basically bullshit dreams, but you can just dream, like, you know, when you get into the psychology of it, it's like what you ate for dinner last night, what you wore today, how somebody spoke to you, the last thing you saw before you closed your eyes. Those things can play on your mind and give you some weird ass dreams. But then there's actual spiritual dreams, which are really visions from the Lord with a message, and sometimes you remember it, you know, and you can, you know, like you yourself will know the breakdown. If not, you can tell it to a brother and he'll break it down, or brethren. Or sometimes you have the spiritual dream. You won't even remember what happened, but the feeling of it will be with you, man. You know. You know, it's like, for case in point, what I mean by that is, like, you could have a dream about you're running, yeah, but you forget the dream that you was running, but you wake up out of breath. Or the feeling spiritually is like, yeah, because the Lord wanted you to just feel that, man, and not necessarily remember the dream itself, man. You know. But I don't really get a lot of dreams, but lately I have, man. You know, and it's always this like one tall man that I can never really see his face, you know, but he's showing me things, showing me around, man. And I perceive that to be an angel. And it's like in all of my spiritual dreams, that, you know, visions I've been having lately, it's this, I can perceive in the spirit this same individual, the same angel that's walking around, man, just showing me stuff, man. You know, and pretty much last night I had a dream that you know, it had happened, man. it had happened. Jacob Trouble had come, and we were on the run, man. You know, and I was on the run, you know, and I remember like it's like I was sleeping, and then the same man, he came to the bed and he woke me up. He was shaking me violently, man. Like not shaking me, like shaking me to the point where I was like literally like that, man. And I got up out of the sleep, and all he said was go, you know. So I got up, and like me, I don't, not to put too much information out there, yeah, I don't really like. I may wear boxer shorts to sleep, and if I'm cold, a t-shirt. I don't wear the full pajama thing, you know. That's just me, man. But he was like, "No, go." So I quickly got up, in the dream, put on some clothes, and I remember tying some shoe. Like I was putting on some shoes, but I was tying the laces to the shoes, right? And pretty much like I put the clothes on, right, and then I left the house and I started running. I was running, and it's funny, right, because in my haste, in the dream, I tied the lace of the left foot too tight, man. And when you tie your laces too tight, it kind of squeezes on the top of your foot, right? So as I'm running. This like he's there with me, but I'm running, right? And then I kind of stop and I say, "Hey, listen, man, I gotta undo this left foot, man. I gotta undo the laces and tie it up again, man. Properly, because I in my haste I tied it too tight and it's hurting my foot, you know." And he literally like grabbed my back and like flung me and was like, "Nah, you gotta keep going, man." So I had to keep running even though my left foot was hurting me, man. You know, and then like I ended up in like it was just nothing, man. Just like like in fact, let me get that as a preset because I was looking to see if there's people around and there was nobody around, man. It's just emptiness, man. Empty roads. Like I believe there was a car on the road, right, with the engine on, the doors open, but no one's in the car. House doors were open, just rubbish flying down the street in the wind, you know. And it's like, yeah, man, this was it, you know. And that's when it hit me, like, you know, everything we've been preaching about it to come with brothers, man. We've been speaking about Jacob's trouble with brothers. We've been saying we're gonna be alone with brothers, but guess what? When we're actually living it out, we're gonna be alone, man. You know, you know. Spare me 1 second. Design. You know, brothers gonna be alone. So it's wise, man. Get used to your own company, man. You know. This is Second Ezra 16:27, and it says, "So that one man shall desire to see another and hear his voice," man. That's the time we're coming in. Like you ain't gonna see nobody, man. All of this, yeah, London, overpopulation and all that fucking bullshit, man. You know, excuse my language, man. Everywhere you go, you see somebody. You could be walking at 4 a.m. in the morning. You're gonna see a car on the road. You're gonna see an individual somewhere along your journey, man. Okay, even if it's down the road, you're gonna see someone. You know, but the time is coming where another man shall desire to see another man. Cause it's gonna get spooky out here, man. It's just you. It's gonna be a ghost town, man. You know, a fucking ghost town. All right. And London's kind of babied up. London's kind of, how do I say it? London's still on the pacifier. London's still got a dummy in the mouths of its citizens, man. London's kind of like safe and cuddly, man. But at the same time, it's just a simulation. But what I mean by that is when you go out there, a couple of years ago, man, I spent about 3 years, about 3, 4 years. I was back and forth, for business and camp and all of that. But I spent about 3.5 years, I would say, I was up in the Midlands, man. you know, and I'll thank the Lord for that experience, man, because I was by myself, and it's different, man. It's different out there, man. Like when you leave London, yeah, you get you get a reality check of what, like, you know, life really is, man. London's all protected and cuddly, man. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see someone, you know, and you know. But people outside of London, they're more friendly, but then they're more severe. It's like if you do something, you're gonna get fucked up, man. And I'm not speaking from experience, because I didn't do any dumb shit when I was out in the Midlands. Neither did I get fucked up. Alright, but the point is that I've seen it happen, man. And I've got family that live out there, man. You know, family in Birmingham, family in Manchester. You know, I myself spent some time in Nottingham, you know. And them areas, man, it's like, it's a fucking manly vibe out there, man. You know, you know, like in London, you could do something, and it's like, oh, mate, what you doing? Oh, you know. But then you go up there, you're having a laugh, mate. You're having a fucking laugh, mate. I'll do you in. You know, that's the spirit change, man. Out there is more like the ancient world, bruv. Just straight and direct to the point, man. They'll fuck you up, bruv. You know, you make a wrong move and they'll fuck your shit up, man. You know, London's fucking protect. That's why when shit goes left, people in London gonna feel it the worst, man. Because everything's protected. Yeah, tap my oyster, get on the bus. Oh, driver, please. My oyster's not working, please. You know, and all of that bullshit, man. You know, London's fucking, like, it's a simulation, man. It's a simulation, man, out here, man. It's unclean frog, bro. You know, but the time's coming where you ain't gonna see nobody, man. You know, read that again, 2nd Ezra 16:27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Look, get used to, you know, being, you know, and we was talking about this at camp a couple of weeks ago, man. Get used to silence. All right, every brother should be able to enjoy their own company, man. Now, obviously, there's times you get lonely and, you know, brothers link each other and stuff. You know, we do that, man. We all feel like that at times, man. But don't be dependent upon the presence of another man. You know, I need. Oh yeah, we know guys that fell out because they weren't really around. You know, there was a period of time where they were forced to be in a situation by themselves, and nothing weren't even going on, man. You know, brothers go through their personal situations. You know, they're not praying. Number one, they're not believing in the Lord. Number one, number two, they're not expressing it to brothers, and even when it was perceived in the spirit and brothers helped out, they still fell off. Yeah, because the Lord weren't dealing with them, man. They couldn't take the pressure. They couldn't take minimal pressure. So how the fuck are you gonna survive, man? When shit really hits the fan. This is why we say we pray to the Lord. Psalms 51, predominantly verse 10 and 11, man. Verses 10 and 11. Take not the Holy Spirit away from me, man. You don't want to be that guy that just fucking, you know, any little adversity, any little situation where you got to think for yourself, you know, and it's like, oh, well, yeah, oh, no, oh, no. And then you start getting weak, bro. Nah, man. Get used to your own company, man. All right? You know, go, hey, brothers, man, let's be practical, man. You know, you don't pick up, the only time you pick up the Bible is when you're at camp and brothers, or, you know, read the scriptures, man. You know, go for walks by yourself. Do things by yourself, man. All right? Do things by yourself. You know, that's that woman spirit, babe. Oh, that's that woman London spirit, man. Oh, can I? Should I? You know, like I was talking to the brother Caleb, man. You know, and we both mentioned this a couple of months ago, right? And it's like when we go shopping, yeah, you might want to get, like, you know, some joggers, a hoodie, or whatever you need from the shop, right? When you go to the shop, like, men, we're naturally more direct, man. You know, we before we leave the house, we know where we're going, what we're going for, and after that, mission complete, back to the yard, right? Whereas women, they'll go, they enjoy the thrill of shopping, you know. Let's see what I can get today, you know, gimmicks and shit. Whereas we know what we want, right? But a decisive, a decisive, conscious, um, a decisive individual is a threat in this society, man. You know, like you go to the shop and you go to the counter and it's like, yeah, next, please. And you go up to the counter, you walk confidently to the counter, you put your items in your basket there, and the man or woman behind the till looking threatened, you know, like, oh. And it happened to me, bro. And the other brother kind of said the same thing. You know, they looking at you like, how you doing, sir? You're getting fucking intimidated because you're certain, you're confident about yourself, man. Because the way this fucking London simulation works is you go to the till, right? And they'll say next, please, you know, and then it's like, oh, me? There's no one in front of you, you know, but everyone will be like, me? Me? Okay. And they start walking gingerly to the till and they, can I put the basket on the counter? You know, can I put the basket down? And then, you know, that's what's accepted in this one. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, how you doing? You know, then they will spark a conversation. But if you just walk like, I know I'm next, okay, cool, I'm walking up, here's my basket. The people, the workers in the shop be looking all fucking intimidated. Hi, sir. And it's like, what the fuck, man? I'm just walking, bro. Why is that though? Why is that? Because everyone's been taught to be dependent, man. No one can think for themselves, man. All right. Everyone's dependent on another, on validation of someone else to do something, man. So now people can't even walk and talk properly out here in the street, man. All right. Which is some bullshit, man. You know, gonna desire to hear another man's voice, as the scripture says, you know, and not hear it, man. Okay. All right. You know, get used to being by yourself, man. You know, that's why a lot of women run relationships as well, because society has taught them to like, you know, society has taught men really to go with the flow. You know, nah, man, you be the flow that she follows, man. You know, and if she ain't trying to flow, then you can take her boat off the stream. All right. You know, you can tell her to take a long walk off a short pier, man. You be the flow. Don't let no fucking woman, you know, run the scenario of what's going on, man. You know, she's controlling the narrative, man. You know, you as the man that's just there like, yeah, baby, baby. Oh, yeah. You know, like a woman want to tell you about Valentine's, man. I told my demon, I told my bitch straight up, man, don't even come to me no fucking Valentine's bullshit. And I say it, just I ain't saying it like, I ain't saying what I want to say on camera or what I wanted to say to her face. No, I said it just like that. So don't come to me no fucking bullshit about no fucking Valentine's, okay? Alright? I do enough. Alright? I fulfill, I do my job. Alright? I fulfill my role as the man. Okay? You know, shit needs to get paid for, it's paid. You know, things need done, it's done. Alright? Your car's fucked up, got that fixed. Bought parts, got that fixed. Don't come to me no fucking Valentine's, man. Cause I don't celebrate that shit. And as always, you give them the ultimatum. If you're unhappy with that, and if you're not good with that, if you're not content with that, then you can leave. You can leave. Okay? And then they, oh no baby, okay, no baby, no, I didn't mean it like that. You be the flow, brother. You be the flow, man. That she follows on. Don't go with the flow. You be the flow. Let her follow on, man. You know? Let me get one more preset, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. You know, the scriptures speak about, you know, a type on one side. Let me get that on one one side of file. See if it's gonna come up, man. See, it's not even coming up, man. See, I kind of forgot where that's at, man. So like, it bear with me 1 second. I'm holding the other phone in my hand, so let's see if it will come up. Yeah, by Barak the Halbashim Yal Shai, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 7, right? And it says, the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. This is what, speaking of what, the journey to the kingdom, man. Alright, and you're gonna have some dumb fucks out there that think, yeah, there's gonna come a point where we're gonna walk on a rope. And yeah, nah, man, it's figuratively speaking of the trials and tribulations we face right now on planet Earth. Journeying, to be saved, which is what, entering into the kingdom, right? So I'll call and read it again. 2nd Ezra 7 and 7. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. All right. And it says, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once, man. So you can't walk to the kingdom holding hands, man. This ain't no 2x2 thing. This ain't no 2x2 animal going into the ark, man. This is a 1x1 thing, man. All right, individually, man. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna reiterate the point again. This ain't to say, fuck and forsake the brotherhood. No, man. As I said, that was one of Yahweh's final commands, to love the brotherhood, which comprises of what? Teaching the truth to the brethren, number 1, and number 2, brotherly love and conduct, man. So we uphold brotherhood. We uphold brotherhood to the end of this side. Okay, we uphold brotherhood to the very end, man. But the point is that brotherhood doesn't substitute the fact that this is an individual walk, man. Get used to being alone, man. Like I said, I had that dream, fucking, getting woken up and getting told to be on the run. And let me say this, man, the brain is the most powerful computer, man. Ain't nothing that Esau can make is more powerful than the brain, man. The brain's ain't no AI, ain't no HD camera that's better than than perfect eyesight. Ain't no AI what's it, man, virtual reality system. Ain't nothing better than the brain, man. Alright? Because in the dream, like I said, I put the shoes on and I tied the laces and the angel had me running, right? And there's more to the dream, but I'll probably do that in another lesson if the spirit wants it to come out. But it's like when I actually physically woke up out of the dream, my left foot was hurting as if I had, tied the actual lace on my foot, man. I was thinking, what the fuck? Like, sometimes you can be in a dream and the dream is so real, your brain is simulating physical pain or senses around the body, man. And it's like the neurons, and it's like, whoa, But that's it, man. I'm gonna pretty much wrap it up here, and Lord willing, I will come back with some more, some more videos later on. So yeah, man, get used to being alone. Enjoy your own company, man. Enjoy you and the Lord time, man. Cause guess what, man? We've been prophesying and preaching together, but the time is coming. We're just now about to live it out alone, man. So anyways, with that, I'll say Barakatah Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Racha Kodash, man. On to the next time I'm out. Shalom.